Good evening, everybody. It's great to see everybody. What? We're not on yet. Ah,
Why? He ran out.
Green light, go.
we are on the air. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming out to our Bristol Township Council meeting for December 18th, 2025. Starting time is 7:01. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, moment of silence. Please remember all our service personnel, emergency responders, and our service personnel that never made it back home. Thank you. Thank you. I need a pen. Roll call, please.
President Bowen.
Here.
Vice President Murphy.
Present.
Mr. Antonello.
Here.
Mr. Blaylock.
Here.
Ms. Dunlap.
Present.
Mrs. Wagner.
Present. Merry Christmas. I have to lend him a pen.
Okay. Before we started our meeting, we met in executive session. Mr. Flagger, Township Solicitor.
That is true, Mr. President. We discussed various personnel matters, litigation matters, grievance matters, labor matters, et cetera. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Flagger. Monthly reports are available for review in the Township Manager's office. Public comments will be taken on land development and official action items. General comments will be taken during opportunity for residents to address council. Next, we have a presentation on public hearings on blight presentation.
All right, good evening, everyone. I am Bo Fleming, Building and Planning Supervisor here. As always, I have packets for you guys that I will give you now to help you follow along.
Thank you. This is yours, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll get it back. Thank you, Bill.
Okay, so tonight I will be presenting two homes to you guys. For those of you who don't know or have never heard, we started this program in 2015 with 204 vacant properties in the township. Today, as it sits, we have 18 vacant homes. Of those 18 homes, I would say honestly about 10 are in motion. When I say in motion, I mean they are either actively right now being rehabbed, we have the actual owner working on them, wherever the case may be, but about 10 of those 18 are actually moving. Tonight, with these two that we are presenting, we have 211 Blue Ridge Drive and 23 Yellowwood Drive. First off, I would like to start with 211 Blue Ridge Drive. 211 Blue Ridge Drive, we stickered this property in May of this year. I have had no contact with the individual. This has been a code enforcement issue for our L&I department for on and off probably the last couple years. It seems that no one really maintains this home. We ended up doing a wellness check on this property probably in around that May to August area. The officer that did that wellness check said that it didn't appear anyone was living there for several months. Neighbors as well, so they haven't seen anyone. Township has had to maintain this home the entire summer for the grass. We have delinquent taxes for 24, and we have liens on the home approximately $2,000 and are accruing. The pictures you guys see today will be kind of how it sits today. Next home will be 23 Yellowwood Drive. Are you clicking there or mine? It's not working. All right, I was going to say, all right, that's fine. All right. 23 Yellowwood Drive. We stickered this home 9/9 of 25. This home was in a fire. Nothing has been done with this home since that time frame. We've also had no contact with the individual. The home obviously is uninhabitable and it sits in this matter currently. We have also had to contract out services to maintain the exterior as best as we can, obviously not so much the home itself from the fire. And that's how it sits today. That would be it for those two homes that we are presenting tonight.
Okay, thank you, Bo, for bringing that up, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys. You guys
Thank
have a
you.
great holiday. Thank you.
You too, thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion that we blight those homes.
It's in later.
That's in later, Pat.
Okay,
Yeah, that was just presentation.
got it.
Thanks, Pat. Next, we have public hearing, proposed very short presentation on the 2026 township budget.
Oh,
Ah,
Thank you.
thank you,
Yeah.
President Bowen
Oh,
and
you're quite
council.
welcome.
Very much appreciated. It's my pleasure on behalf of staff to present the 2026 proposed annual budget. So our proposed budget is $76.3 million with an operating budget of $60.5 million and a capital program for $15.5. Proud to say that we have no increases in real estate taxes or user fees for the 2026 year.
14 years?
Yes, I mean, we haven't raised millage for general fund, but last year we raised a 1 mil for fire companies. We have a very strong financial overview with reserves across all major funds, and we even with strong reserves, we continue to be conservative and disciplined. This is showing that it's the same amount as the millage. Nothing is increasing for 2026. The average homeowner, that's okay, it's on the next one. The average homeowner, it pays on an assessed value of $20,000 per house, pays $499.60 for real estate millage for Bristol Township. This is also showing that there's no change this year. So what do you get? For $41.63 per month, you basically get our whole entire departments. Police, career fire, also our volunteer fire, rescue squad, public works, finance, administration, community development, building, planning, code enforcement, IT, debt service, and our capital projects, and Parks and Rec. So we do a lot with less. As we change to the program budgeting, I think everybody will be able to see that. Our staff is doing multiple projects and multiple positions, or one person for multiple projects and programs. So, we are doing a great amount, and we really appreciate our staff. We want people to understand that for $41.63 a month, everything that all the services provided. This is the general fund revenue, showing the proposed over the adopted 2025, with the percentages of the general revenue and any of the differences. So our revenues are primarily from our Act 511 taxes, and that would be EIT, local services, mercantile tax. That brings in the most of the revenue, and then our real estate taxes. We have our expenditures, again, 2026 proposed over 2025 adopted, and the percentages of the expenditure source and the differences of $20-25. As most municipalities, the police department is 57.545 of the budget, and that is, just for the large amount of the size of the department. So this is what I think all of us try to explain to anybody that has questioning. They get their tax bill in January, and it has they get their tax bill in March that goes out in February for the new year, and it has both county taxes, it has a trash fee, and it has the street light assessment, and it has the township taxes. And then in June or July, they get their real estate tax, or they get their school district taxes. So when everybody says, I pay $5,622 in taxes a year to Bristol Township, they don't separate out the school district and the township. And so this slide is to make people understand that out of your 5,622, and again, that's on an assessed value home of $20,000, it ranges whatever your assessed value is, $499.60 is coming to the township for all your services. We changed our budgeting process this year to program-based budgeting. We went into it a little bit at the presentation last month, just so everybody is aware, and we'll go through it each month next year so to hone in and want to make people understand. But why we did it, it shows, it helps the tax dollars support the specific results. So we want to show this program costs this much money. And if we are going to spend, if we want to increase a program, how much that's going to cost an increase related to just rather than a line item budget, it's showing it the full amount of the program. And just go quickly into some of our highlights for our funds. As we've been doing for every year, we do a lot of projects, and we've been moving everything forward. Some of the main things to highlight is in the township buildings, we've been starting to replace our rooftop units above this building. We do three a year. We do it all at once so we can save money on the lifts that we need. We're going to add a sign shop to the township Public Works Department. We have our lawn restoration for all of our parks. The senior center is going to be completed with the seniors moving in at the end of January 2026, and then we'll start the career fire interior renovations. We have equipment purchases, body cameras, in-car cameras, our drones, and portable radios for the police department, and for our career fire department with PPE. Infrastructure, we're still continuing with our storm sewer, televising and lining. We have wastewater treatment, storm sewer bioswale grant. We have our wastewater treatment plant trickling filter replacement, force main for a pump station replacement, and continuing on with sewer lining, and various vehicles that are needed for each department. Liquid fuels, we're continuing on with our road paving program, curb ramp program. We have significant reserves in this department or in this fund, so we are actually going to be increasing our miles per year that we mill and overlay. And we continue to do our storm drains and road repairs. Park and Rec Department is, we have all of our different activities and events each year. We have our summer, our concerts in the park, and the movie nights are going to be added to each park on a rotating basis, and we're adding new programming, and the biggest thing is the increase of the rental of the Park and Rec building. The PBA had their Christmas party there for the kids, the family PBA party, and now from that and just different, each rental on a large scale then comes back with individual rentals because the space is so well laid out and very nice and used. So the rentals are increasing a lot. Mm-hmm. And then our refuse, we worked with Waste Management. The mailers should be going out, or they've been mailed out, and they should be coming to residents pretty soon. We'll let everybody know when we receive them, or our residents receive, or our employees at our residents receive them, so that everybody looks out. So so they're not just thrown away. But we have our Christmas tree collection. We haven't done Christmas yet, but we will have our Christmas tree collection next year in the beginning, the first and the third week in January. We have our cleanup days again, and with the website and the C-Click Fix, we have our submissions, making it easy to schedule and also have concerns submitted. And that's all I have to say. I wanted to thank you all again, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you for that short presentation. Very much appreciate it.
I know it was. You were already losing. I was losing you.
What's that? You
So
already lost?
I look like I lost you, so I sped it up a little.
Okay, that is true. Okay. Moving right along, we have an ordinance amending the Code of Township of Bristol, Chapter 205, zoning to regulate accessory structures for residential and non-residential uses. Who wants to explain that one? Mr. Flagger, Township
Yeah,
Solicitor.
people were like, taking storage containers, tents. Can you hear me? Sorry. People were taking like storage containers, whatever, and using them as accessories on their lawn and their properties, not giving a very good look to the township. This regulates what you can and what you cannot do at council's request. This ordinance meets the complaints that you were hearing.
Okay, so we need a motion for that. Yep.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Patrick Antonello. Second by Sidney Murphy. On the motion, is there any questions about that ordinance? All in favor? Hold on, Wes?
You have to come up, Wes.
Got to come up and speak.
The whole deal.
Yep. You know the program. You've been doing this for 30 years. Come on.
They need you to specify what's in that ordinance. In other words, read your ordinance and specify what you can and can't have.
Okay, thank you.
Well, imagine that.
It's in the ordinance. It's posted. Where do we have this? I mean, go over it if you want, but we have it posted on our site, our website, or it's on our website, so public should know.
There you go. Thanks, Wes, for bringing that up. So on that motion,
If you're going to bring it up and change it, you should have to read it to the public. They shouldn't have to go looking for it.
okay, well, thank you for that advice.
And we're talking about people that already have such.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much for your thoughts on that. All right, we have a
We have a
motion.
motion and a second.
Okay, anyone else? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Moving right along, we have the consent agenda. Consider approval of voucher list and requisition dated December 18, 2025, in an amount of $3,381,887.40. Consider approval of November 2025 council meeting minutes. Consider resolution declaring 211 Blue Ridge Drive, Levittown, 19057, tax map 05025-186 as blighted in accordance with the urban redevelopment law. Consider resolution declaring 23 Yellowwood Drive, Levittown, 19057, tax map 05-05-025-251 as blighted in accordance with the urban redevelopment law. Appointment of Edwin Murphy to the zoning board for a term of 5 years. Appointment of Kathy Geisel, thank you, to the planning commission for a term of 5 years. Appointment of George Dacca to the planning commission for a term of 5 years. Appointment of Christine Dean as alternate to the planning commission for a term of 5 years. Appointment of April Whitley to the environmental advisory committee for a term of 5 years. And last, appointment of James Morgan to the Lower Bucks County Joint Municipal for a 5-year term. On that, we need a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Sidney Murphy.
Anyone?
I'll make that motion. A second.
Second by Patrick Antonello. On the consent agenda, is there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Moving right along, we have a report from Township Manager.
Thank you, President Bowen. The only update, we gave the update for the senior center and the fire station. We also have an update for Randall Avenue Bridge. By next Wednesday or Tuesday, before the holiday, Loftus, our contractor, will be completed with all the work. That includes additional guardrails going in to replace the damaged guardrails that were there for many years, the centerline striping, so everything for the abutments and the underside for construction by the township will be completed. The bridge will not be open, though, until NTM, who is PennDOT's bridge inspectors, get out and are able to inspect and put a report together and say that is open. So we are expecting that to occur in January of 2026. But we are happy to say that the conclusion of any work necessary will be completed by Tuesday. Thank you.
So to clear that up, township's done with the work. Now we have to wait on the bureaucracy, which is PennDOT and Amtrak. They have to get under inspect. Amtrak has to shut one of the rails down to get under there, and it's a bureaucratic nightmare. Hopefully, by January, we'll be cranking. That bridge will be open. All right, thank you. Next, we have a report from Township Solicitor Randy Flagger.
Mr. President, Vice President, Council, I want to thank Council for another wonderful year now that we're concluding it. I want to thank Randy and her staff for another amazing year. It's hard to believe it's been 14 years. And what a difference. I mean, no blighted houses. I mean, that's just unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, all the roads are paved, the lights work, I mean, the parks, I mean, it's.
Yeah, the roof's not falling out.
Yeah, I mean, the building is beautiful. I want to wish everyone a very wonderful holiday season. Happy, healthy New Year to everybody. We're in the middle of Hanukkah. Christmas is next week. And then the New Year. I want to wish everyone a happy, peaceful, and prosperous New Year.
And right back to you, Mr. Flagger. Thank you.
I apologize. I just wanted, it's going to be on the, when you approve 2026 council meetings, but we have the January reorganization. That is going to be at 6 p.m. I'm going to advertise that tomorrow after hopefully everybody approves the 6 o'clock. Did I say 6?
Yep, it's on there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. All right, moving right along in our new business, we have application for preliminary and final land development approval. Pennsbury School District expansion include construction of a driveway and above-ground bio-retention basin in Bristol Township municipal boundary portions located on South Queen Anne Drive, tax map number 13-018-003. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening. My name's Sean Duffy. I'm an attorney with Obermeyer here on behalf of the school district. With me is Terry DeGroot, who's the project's engineer. We're here seeking a waiver of land development. As you may be aware, a vast majority of the development for the new high school is occurring in Falls Township and has already stated a small portion in terms of stormwater facilities and a driveway access point are located in Bristol Township. With that, we're happy to answer any questions that you may have. We're in receipt of the proposed resolutions. We're acceptable to all conditions set forth therein. In addition, I guess for your awareness, we were recently at the Falls Township Planning Commission who recommended preliminary plan approval and anticipate that we'll be going to the Board of Supervisors next month. So we can walk through the project if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd like to just have you briefly go over the impact and where it's located.
You can put the color plan up. I think that'll tell a nice story. There you go, okay?
Thank you.
Second, something nice for the holidays, right? So, at the lower left-hand corner, that's the intersection of Hood and Queen Anne. That. Okay, thank you, Randy. This little green button here, here we go. So there's a little corner of Bristol here, okay?
Yep, got it.
And there's another little piece of Bristol right about here, this driveway.
Yep.
Okay? Yeah, I don't know
I knew
who
that.
made these lines, but I'm sure there was a good reason at the time. Obviously, the rest of the project is in Falls Township. We do have a stormwater basin in this corner that discharges in this direction and to an existing stormwater pipe crossing Queen Anne. And then, of course, we've got the driveway there. Currently, in this corner is that gravel parking lot. It's mostly used for student parking. That will obviously be removed. And we've got other driveways that are existing here from the high school west that are going to be removed and replaced by the two driveways that'll be used during school hours for buses only. And during events, those driveways will be open to the public, and the public could park in the bus loading area as well. So, obviously we're tearing down west, we're tearing down east, the old elementary school's coming down. But before we do that, we're gonna build a new school, move everybody in, and then finish the project out with.
Are all three existing schools being demoed?
Yes, so the plan is to build the new school first, and kind of
Right.
partition the site off, that connector road that runs through there, if you're familiar with that. that would kind of be the division line.
I see it's a parking lot where the old other junior schools are. What's happening at the existing high school? I can't, is that parking lot also?
High School East is over here,
Yeah,
okay? And that's coming down. And then High School West is along South Olds over here.
right, I'm with you 100%, and they're all becoming parking lots. I'm just
Well,
curious.
yeah, East will be a parking lot for
Yep.
school buses, okay?
School bus parking lot.
And a future maintenance area, those brown boxes are buildings.
Got it.
And the green boxes you see on the plan are at grass fields, or athletic fields. So you're gonna have a lot more green space along South Olds, and, you know, similar paving at the old East High School. And where the elementary school was on the northern side of the site here, we're gonna put a small parking lot in there to service some of the athletic fields. We have a new softball and a new baseball field going in on that side of the site. And we have a myriad of stormwater controls, which your engineer, as well as the Falls Township engineer, has reviewed. We're currently in the process of getting all our approvals, including MPDS, but that's well along its way. And as our attorney mentioned, we expect preliminary final approval from Falls Township in January.
Just one question.
That's the old Village Park School, the elementary, you're taking that
Correct.
down too?
Correct, yep.
Yeah, okay. It's quite a
grades?
project.
What
is.
grades are going to be in the new building?
This would be 9 through 12 for the high school.
What's happening to the middle school grades?
They're all going
I
there.
don't think there's any change. Yeah, they're in another campus. They have
While you're planning.
3 middle schools, come on, off of Big Oak Road. They have
Yes.
3 middle schools on one campus. Lower Makefield, yeah.
And can you tell me what color the schools are gonna be? All right,
That's not my department.
Yeah, so let's get back, you need a,
I'm good, I'll make
need
a motion.
resolutions for that little corner down there. for
I'll
the
make that
stormwater
motion.
management. We got a motion by Patrick Antonello,
I'll second.
second by Sidney Murphy on the motion. Is there any questions on that? Yes, ma'am, you wanna come up? What's that? Yeah, absolutely.
She's on public.
Hi, everybody. Jennifer Metzger, Falls Township. I'm actually at 704 Hood, right across from the high school. High school is 705. We have a number of concerns because, as you all mentioned yourself, Bristol and Falls lines kind of cut funny, right? So half the houses on Hood Boulevard are Falls Township, half are Bristol. Nobody notified you guys until November, and they've been talking about it for 6 years. On South Queen Anne, same thing. You have a chunk of Bristol homes who have not been notified, and then we start with Falls again. This building is going to be 50 feet tall. Falls Township decided that that would be acceptable in a residential neighborhood now. So aside from having such a huge building, being closer than your standard setbacks on South Queen Anne, towering over the homes that are standing there, and these are two-story homes, so they're 30 feet tall. But
Excuse me,
a
can I-
50-foot tall
Excuse me,
building,
Mr. President, that's all important and all, but that's Falls Township.
it's
that-
looking over your homes
That's,
in Bristol
that's
Township.
Falls Township, though. They have control. Falls Township has control. We have like a quarter acre, like a little. Yeah, we're
But all
not,
the homes that are literally facing
But
it,
we
you're
have-
saying you have no control,
I'm
no
not- I'm-
power?
Okay,
No.
hold on, 1 second. You don't want this school built? Is that what
No,
you're
I
asking?
don't, but that's not what I'm asking.
What are you asking though? Oh, this is just for stormwater management in the corner, that's all it's for.
Yeah, you are correct. This municipality does not vote on anything other than what was presented tonight.
So we're basically allowed to do whatever we want to your residents? That's basically what you're saying?
If
Yeah.
it's in Falls Township,
Wow. So you know you already have water problems right there for all of the Bristol homes on Hood Boulevard? Even the Falls Township homes do. So that doesn't
Hold-
bother
okay,
you?
hold-
This is
Hold-
stormwater,
hold
right?
on. Is there more green space now gonna be created?
Less,
Or
much,
less?
much
Hold on,
less.
Hold on.
We have,
I'm sorry. Oh, my garbage hold.
we do have some additional impervious surface. You know, as you can see from the plan, we are adding parking to the site, especially for events. That is well needed. But we have, as I mentioned, we have a myriad, and I mean, maybe, well, there's green spaces, you can see, it's green on the plan.
Stormwater management.
But the stormwater management, and the light yellow or mustard yellow are open surface ponds, okay? We also have another half a dozen or more underground detention facilities underneath the parking lots.
Is that already there, then,
No,
facility?
that's proposed.
That's
part of this
proposed, so you're
project.
They have to improve stormwater.
So it's going to be,
Oh, sorry.
Under the missile planning code.
ostensibly, you're improving stormwater management.
Absolutely. I mean, the stormwater requirements in Falls Township are very strenuous.
Yeah.
Taking it down to like 50% of what's currently there. There's very little detention currently. There's 2 small ponds on the north side of the site near the stadium. Those are gonna be removed and replaced with other facilities. But we're gonna make a significant difference in the stormwater here,
Okay,
in a good way.
all right. So they're improving the stormwater management.
50%
That's
improvement.
that's not there now.
50% improvement, that's correct.
Yeah.
And then they're also increasing the impervious ground by at least 25%, 100% for the next 6 years, but only 25% after 2030.
You want to elaborate on that percentages?
I mean, they've said it.
no.
I'm just repeating what they said.
It's the staging,
an
it's the
improvement.
process.
Yeah.
It's an improvement, 50%.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna comment on the figures that she was quoting, but the ordinance requires that we reduce the flows to 50% of existing flows. So the rate of flow coming off the site will be 50% less than it currently is, regardless of whatever numbers you throw out.
At the end of the project, I think
Correct.
that's what she was
That's
trying to
And what
refer
I've
to.
learned being here, back in the day, we could build anything we wanted, right? Let's face it.
A lot
you
of
know,
it
40,
happened.
50
Yep.
years ago,
Yep.
you know. Today, with the municipal planning codes and Harrisburg codes, we have to control our water on that site.
Yes.
It's going to be better than it was.
50% better, that's great.
That's good.
That's great.
Okay, thank you. We need a motion to move this thing forward.
I'm sorry, I'm not done my public comment.
What's that?
I'm not done.
Go ahead.
So we have 100% flooding right now, so 50% stormwater is gonna be fantastic. I really appreciate that. The next issue that I have is, they wanna move the water meter. So the water meter for the grounds right now is not covering the turf, the pool. There's actually 2 turfs. This is still not updated properly. The 2 green patches that you see, there's one stadium, a second one was added, has impervious turf right now. There's drainage under there that's collecting, but it's not maintaining that contaminant.
Again? Or
This is all Falls Township, because we have to take our water meter out of Falls Township and move it onto Bristol Township land.
Once again.
So do you want me to show you where it's going?
No, once again, this council has nothing to do with that. We're just approving these 2 itty-bitty little parcels there. This is a Falls Township issue. They are required, when we finish, they're required under the codes to make sure it's better than it's been.
It will be, I
But-
conceded to that.
But we
Great.
have nothing to do with that. You're from Falls Township.
Right, they're
This is a
moving our
Bristol-
water meter
this is a
to
Bris-
your township.
This is a Bristol Township
They're
meeting.
moving our water meter to
Okay.
your township.
And how,
So how are we going to pay for that under your township?
Who is,
Well, I'm not sure what you mean.
It's
Can
TOFA
I
on
get
the
a
Bristol
comment on
Township
that, or
land?
no?
So the South Queen Anne homes and the Hood Boulevard homes right there are paying Falls for the water. So it doesn't matter that you're moving it? No. Okay. Well, we're moving it into your space. That's okay? Okay. So we're gonna stay with our township's water even though it's in your land? I'm sorry? I no longer own a home in Bristol Township. I sold that. So I only have the Falls Township home across from the school. So you're not worried about the size, you're not worried about the location. We're gonna keep the water meter water, even though it's moving. Okay, and then the water basins that are ending up on your space, you're fine with that? You don't care that they're literally sitting water?
I'd rather have new basins created than no basins that's there now.
Okay, but you have sitting water,
that controls the flooding, though. The idea of a
hoping
basin.
it does.
No,
We don't know what
they
it's
all-
gonna do.
Well, we have them all over the Commonwealth.
Right.
And they're used, they accumulate water,
Mm-hmm.
and then they slowly let the water out, as opposed to how it used to be, where it rained, and it was just like a torrential flood coming down because nothing stopped the water.
Okay.
And that's why you build basins. The engineers do that, there's calculations, It's gonna be way better flooding after this is built than it is now.
Oh, I agree, it'll be better flooding,
So that's,
because that's what we have the problem with now.
right, and this is gonna eliminate that problem.
I don't see how 50% stormwater management is gonna eliminate a 100% water problem that we have
Well,
right now.
because you have,
Because
okay,
you have none now.
you have none now. It's
Or
gonna
very
be a
little.
way, it's gonna be a big improvement over what
So
you
actually,
have.
we have basins now, and we also have a gutter system that takes the stormwater out.
Falls Township?
Yes, it's
You
in
keep
Falls
saying-
Township.
Yeah.
We're all across the street together, sir. I don't, I
No,
appreciate
what
that
he's- what
Listen,
he-
I.
you don't wanna
hold
hear
on.
it,
Go ahead.
but you
No,
have-
what he's trying to.
how
s-
is
no,
that
Excuse me,
possible?
ma'am. What he's trying to say, what he's trying to say is, this is now new basins created in the Bristol Township portion, whereas you say you're across the street from. This is going to help your area of the flow and the release of the stormwater management. That's what he's trying to say. When he says is it Falls Township, he means the basins are physically not at this location.
So
If I might
basically, you're gonna
comment-
pass it without regard to what it's gonna do to your own residents,
Well-
and without regard to whether or not it's gonna
Wait,
help us.
wait,
Okay.
if I may
Thank you,
comment.
Mr. Bowen, for being honest. I appreciate that.
Well, the circumstances that we're dealing with are, we are obligated to see when the,
Pat, I knew
You're
you don't want,
unbelievable.
I
That was so
knew you
rude.
don't want the school.
No,
I
it was
got
rude, though.
I
You
got
didn't
it.
have to do that.
Do
These
what?
are your residents.
Yes.
You don't have to go, yeah, we're gonna pass it anyway.
So,
Why
no.
would you be like that?
Because it is a corner of a piece of property compared to the
It's
big
not
site.
a corner. You
So
have
let me-
residents.
So let me explain something that I learned.
Constituents
I
that
had,
live there.
Listen, I got it. You don't want it. I got it.
It has nothing to do with whether or not I want it.
Right.
You're there to stand for your community.
Correct.
Why am I standing for your community? And why would you be nasty to me about
I'm
it?
not nasty.
You are. You're
Okay,
rude
hold on.
to me.
Hold on.
There was no reason for that.
Hold on 1 second. I flew in from California.
God bless you.
Hold on. I was with my son in the military.
God bless
All
you.
right. Flew all 12 hours
Okay.
to get to this meeting. So I am,
I appreciate
I am
that.
tired, burned out,
I
all
get
right?
it.
I'm exhausted.
It's been a long year. I get it.
Right. So I will explain something. You know where Giant is on New Falls Road?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I own all the property next door. Back
Okay.
in the day, it would flood like crazy.
Right.
The Giant came in and everybody's like, oh my God. They built stormwater management underneath the Giant, underneath the parking lot.
They did.
I have no more problems with flooding.
Okay. But do you know now that the basin behind the Giant has all mucky, mildewed water, and there are major problems in the lake right there now? Because the water that they are now managing with stormwater, they're not keeping it clean. The
I think you
contaminants are
have
not
to,
being removed.
I think you have the Giants
Giant
transposed.
at Bristol Township.
New Falls Road, the end of New Falls Road.
Bristol Township down here in Fairless Hills.
No,
No.
no.
The end of New Falls Road.
Giant in Middletown Township.
No, it's
Middletown.
not.
I apologize.
Used to flood. My
The
bill,
whole
I had
area.
Yeah,
buildings
that's
back
right.
there.
It is
It was a
Middletown.
torrent. It was a torrent. They built the Giant. Oh my God.
Yeah, I
They
get it.
built this
Listen.
major underground storage, which they're gonna do.
Well,
They're
I
gonna
just
do
hope
more
it turns
storage.
out as well as
And
yours.
it's-
Thank
and
you
it's-
for doing that, but
No, it stopped the water. We didn't
I
do it.
hope
Middletown
that's the
built it.
case.
What's that?
I hope that's the case
And
here,
so,
too.
so do we. Every time one of these projects come across our desk, we have to look at we have to put and attach some weight to the engineers who did the work. We have found, and I've been apprehensive and skeptical about projects that have come across my desk, and the windup has been, and usually it's about water and stormwater management. That, at the end of the day, we grind on that more than we grind on anything else in land development that we deal with here. So we're still required to place the appropriate confidence in the engineering work that is done. Do they make mistakes? Yes, they do. Sometimes it happens. I am not prone to believe that a project of this scale has left stormwater management like they're winging it. I don't think they're winging it. I have a certain amount of confidence in that. And as Craig's story related, I truly believe that there's going to be an improvement. Will it be perfect? Not necessarily. Would I want to live across the street from the 50-foot building? Nope. I'm sympathetic. I am. But we have no control over that. All we can control is dealing with that little piece of work. And I'm comfortable putting my faith in the engineering work that was done. Consequently,
Yeah,
made a motion that we approve this project. And really, we don't want any animosity, ever,
I don't
ever.
have
It's
any.
really
I
not
apologize.
our
I
goal.
don't have any at all. I don't
And
want to
I
come off that way.
apologize.
I'm just very upset that you're
If
saying
I-
that you don't have that much power in order to be able to weigh in for your residents to say, hey, you know what? 50 foot's kind of inappropriate in a residential area. You already have water. We appreciate you trying to work on it, but seriously. I'm just saying.
Can I just let you know?
It's a
So
lot.
if that went through first Falls Township Zoning Hearing Board. So
Right.
when it came to Falls Township supervisors, they were already in the hole because as you would think, they were already, that was already approved. They can't do anything if
It
did you go to
goes
the
to
zoning
court
hearing
if
board?
zoning board passes
Did you
it.
go to the zoning hearing board? Did
The
you get
zoning
no-
hearing board didn't have it. It was the planning commission that heard it.
Let me speak and get
Sure.
the facts straight.
That would be great.
Yeah, we did not need any zoning variances for this project. All setbacks and building heights meet all the requirements of Falls Township. Okay, no zoning variances whatsoever.
But it's Bristol Township that's not gonna have the setback that's appropriate. It's less than 75 feet on this side. And you're saying you don't have any say on it.
Okay. Is there anyone else? Any other comments from the public?
Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the holidays. No, I apologize that I took it personal.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. Thanks.
The applicant is prepared to sign and agree with the agreement that we prepared. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. I have, council action is in order.
Yeah. So
Call the
Patrick Antone was first, Cindy
Yeah.
Murphy was second? Yep. All right, all in favor? Yes.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. And again, I apologize for the being shortness.
Good luck with the project.
Thank you all very much for your time.
Thank you.
It's, I'm an alum.
We need to table number B. You want to wait a minute?
Letter B? Sure.
Let it be.
Gentlemen.
That's some project, huh? What's that? Yeah.
Thank you.
That's okay. Get my head together here. Still on Eastern California time. I don't know what time that is. All right, we got an application, we got a table, right? We need a motion to table. And I'll read it. Application for waiver of land development approval for construction of an outdoor seating venue with bar in the rear of the building located at Bailey's Bar and Grill, 6922 Bristol Emily Road, Levittown and Bailey's Plaza. And we need a motion.
I'll make that motion.
To table it. We have a motion by Patrick Antonello, second by Ray Blaylock. Hi, Ray, how you doing down there? Good to see you, thank you. On that motion, is there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Next, we have a resolution of Council of Township Bristol authorizing the filing of
Condemnation.
condemnation, thank you, property in the Township of Bristol, Bucks County, Pennsylvania, for a public trail easement.
Oh, nice.
Somebody want to explain to that?
Sure, I can just go over that real fast. So this is for the River Road Trail, the portion of the East Coast Greenway that's being constructed in our township. This is, we needed an easement from one section of the property owner is aware, and this is so we can do a condemnation so that the property owner can be relieved of any transfer taxes.
All right.
Okay. we
I'll
need-
make that motion.
Motion by
Randy's
Cindy
right, it
Murphy,
saves them. It saves them transfer tax.
second by Marcia Dunlap. On the motion, is there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Next, we have a resolution of the Council of Township of Bristol opposing the north alignment alternatives for the Delaware River Bridge replacement, advocating for the 2003 south alignment proposal. Back in the day, I'm going to read the resolution. It's 2025-67, resolution of Township of Bristol, County of Bucks, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, opposing the proposed north alignment alternatives for the Delaware River Turnpike Bridge replacement, advocating for the reinstatement of the 2003 south alignment proposal. Whereas the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission, PTC, and the New Jersey Turnpike Authority are currently conducting a supplemental environmental impact statement to determine the placement for the Delaware River Turnpike Bridge. And whereas the current 2024-25 study has narrowed the recommended preferred alternatives to two primary options, the north partial impact and the north stage alternate, both located north of the existing span, as whereas the 2003 record of decision approved a south parallel alignment that minimized encroachment into established residential areas, specifically the Edgeley section in Bristol Township. And whereas the resident of Edgeley section and surrounding neighborhoods had expressed significant concern regarding property loss, noise, and direct land impacts associated with the northern shift of the bridge footprint. And whereas the bridge was determined eligible for the National Register of Historical Places in 2025, and the proposed northern alternatives present a greater visual and physical disruption to the historic resource in the surrounding Delaware Canal corridor than the original southern proposal. Whereas the current north stage option may require takings of properties estimated at over 20 properties compared to a single property taken with the southern alternative. Now therefore be resolved, the Township of Bristol, County of Bucks, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania as follows. Opposition to the north alignments. The Township of Bristol formally opposes the north partial impact and north stage alternate design due to their adverse impacts on the Edgeley section of the township with possible substantial number of properties taken. And request for elevation of south alignment. We call upon the PTC and the NJTA, and Federal Highway Administration, FHWA, to restore the original 2003 southern alignment to the current study, prioritizing the preservation of the Edgeley section of the Township of Bristol. Public transparency, we request that the agency provide specific property impact maps immediately rather than waiting until the 2028 final design phase as currently planned. Duly resolved this day of 18th December 2025.
I will make that motion.
We have a motion by Cindy Murphy,
I'll second it.
second by Miriam Wagner. On this resolution, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you very much. Sorry for the little bit of a blunder in my speech there, but
We'll make sure we get that resolution posted to our website.
yes,
so
I
people
think
can view
so.
it.
Yeah, right. Was it fast enough, too? Like, I just wanted to, thank you. We still have a lot on the agenda. Okay, moving right along. Resolution authorizing the township manager to submit a grant application to the Department of County and Economic Development Strategic Management Planning Program for Phase 2.
Thank you. We'll be brief. This is we did a 5-year financial plan that was approved in 2023. This would be a Phase 2, as they put in many of the projects that could be for Phase 2. This would be for Phase 2 in some IT and records management. And that would be the grant application. It would be 50%.
Got it. Grant application.
Yes, I'll make a motion to apply for grants.
Motion by Cindy Murphy. Second by Mariana Wagner. On the motion, is there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Next, we have Open Government Consolidated and Master Service Agreement. What is that?
So we are moving forward in 2026 to a new financial software with budgeting and also our sewer permitting. As you know, we've had a 5-year program with our current provider. We have not been satisfied, so we are moving to change our financial software and tax software.
Okay.
All right, I'll make that motion.
Motion by Cindy Murphy. Second by Patrick Antonello. On the motion, is there any question? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you very much. Resolution adopting the 2026 township budget and setting forth millage rates, streetlights, and refuse fees to fund said adopted budget. That's
I'll
it.
make that motion.
Motion by Cindy Murphy. Second by Marcia Dunlap. On the motion, is there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Thank you to be opposed to that, huh? Not raising taxes. Request for proposal for 2026 snow removal plowing services.
Thank you, President Bowen. This is, as we always do, we have our variety of contractors submitted, and we are recommending all of them be approved and then used as needed.
Motion by Miriam Wagner.
I'll second it.
Second by Ray Blaylock. On the motion, is there any questions? All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? Thank you. Request for proposal for 2026 tree trimming and removal services.
We had a lot more submissions this year than we've ever had for the service, but the two that have been continual here, which is Rick's and Shades of Green, are two of the lowest proposals submitted. So we're recommending to use both of those again this year or for next year.
What was the proposals? Do you know by chance?
I can have them posted.
Huh?
I don't
Okay.
remember.
Okay, thank you.
Bricks and shades of
Rick's and
green.
Shade of Green.
Rick's and Shades of Green. Yeah, I think it was, they were around 22 to 2,500 per day, and the others that did not have completed applications, as Heather just reminded me, there was 3 additional ones that did not complete everything that was asked for in the proposals,
Okay.
and they were in the 3,500s range.
Okay,
anyway.
great. All right, we need a motion.
I'll make it.
Motion by Miriam Wagner,
I'll second it.
second by Ray Blaylock. On the motion, is there any questions? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Establishment of 2026 council meeting dates and times.
It's gonna be the third.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's just the third Thursday of every month, first Thursday if needed, and then this is where I could have said that the January reorganization meeting, which will be the first Monday in January, will begin at 6 p.m., just to make note of that.
motion by Miriam Wagner,
Second,
second by, was it you?
me, yep, Cindy.
Cindy Murphy. On the motions, are there any questions? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Next, we have establishment of 2026 Planning Commission Environmental Advisory Committee, Zoning Board, Zoning Hearing Board, and Civil Service Commission. Meeting dates and times.
There are actually no holidays that change any of the dates, so they'll all be as necessary. And our amazing Assistant Township Manager has them all uploaded on the website for 2026
Oh,
already.
great.
Amazing.
Motion by Miriam Wagner,
Second.
second by Cindy Murphy. On the motion, is there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Next, we have other business. Is there any other business? No other business. Comments from council members?
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Yep. And everyone be healthy. Have a healthy New Year. That's most important.
Be safe, be well, take care of each other.
Opportunity Residents Address Council. And the first we have is, the only one's Wes Wrestler. Wes? Was she already spoke. Come on up, Wes.
Good job. You did it.
Never
did it.
pass up a chance.
Hey, Wes, how did I do? I didn't have no sleep. Give me a grade.
You had a 12-hour flight
Yeah, got all,
from what, Frisco?
one more to Fresno to Phoenix to Philly.
Oh, so you had to change a few
Yeah.
times, so you didn't have a chance to sleep.
Well, it's
Because you
hard
had
to,
to change.
I can't sleep on planes.
I can.
Yeah.
I can
So
sleep
give
in.
me a grade.
I said,
Okay,
PDG.
Not the best.
PDG.
all right. Thank you for your input.
See, I had them flights before too. To go to Korea, that was more than that. Mhm. Okay,
Bring it on.
well, I had a whole lot of things, but I ain't got time for them all.
Good.
So I'm gonna bring you up the most current one and
Good.
probably most important one. I have Bristol Township Police Department
No.
that is standing there and out lying to my face. Because I have a little thing that's been going on for over a year now with a Facebook page. And on that Facebook page is Mr. Holbert's face and Mr. Schroeder's face and Bo Fleming's face. And it's all implying me being shot and me being thrown off of a bridge in Bristol Township. And he's come along with nice little videos of which they superimpose your face on there. So they're doing some video editing. They're using their talents to that they could use and make a lot of money on just to harass people. And Bristol Township Police have been telling me there's nothing they can do about that. And yesterday, Mancuso and Groves told me that they gave it to Mr. Kitcheman and that he contacted the DA's office and talked to Vandercliff, or Rebecca Vandercliff. Well, I call up there today and they tell me Rebecca Vandercliff is no longer there. And I know that they're lying to me because you have another resident that lived in your township, last name Ahadu, that was convicted of the same thing. He was charged by your officer Katz, and he was convicted of the same exact thing. He's currently on probation now. So they're lying to me, telling me that they can't do anything about it. So I just thought maybe you should know what your employees are doing. Now, we have a problem out on our block, and I've given them in yesterday to Randy, the township manager, and I gave him to the township L&I a week before that. And they're talking about unsightly properties. So some of the unsightly properties, just in my three-street neighborhood, is 600 Newport, 416 Western, 502 Park Avenue, and next door to me that runs a junk and scrap yard on a daily basis, 514 Western. And I'm having 514 Western and 416 Western putting out their trash, like tonight. It's what, Thursday night? Our trash pickup is Tuesday. They're putting their trash out there tonight, all loaded up out on the street. It's supposed to be very windy and rainy tomorrow. So you're gonna have very high winds, 40, 50 mile per hour. So where's all that trash gonna go? Yeah. So I got on 514 Western right next to me, I have a guy that was supposed to put lights on his American flag. Well, he put lights on there, right? He put 3 lights across there on the top of the fence facing my property to harass me. And they're not white lights, they're colored lights. So, yeah.
Listen, all that, Wes, have a great holiday. All right, be safe. All right. And I'm sure Santa Claus will bring in a couple presents.
Say, go to the state store, Wes.
Yes. All right, thanks, Wes. Appreciate it. All right, we need a motion to adjourn. All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? Have a great holiday, everybody. See you next year.